Hello common people, this is a Common Guy Reviews and I am your lovely host, Pepsi. This Friday brings us a found footage film that is not what it seems. The Triangle is a 2016 found footage horror mystery film co-directed and co-written by David Blair, Nathaniel Peterson and Adam Pittman. It tells a story about four filmmakers who, after receiving a letter from their friend, take their camera into the Montana wilderness to the camp and a community that they call Ragnarok. In there, people live outside of modern goods, as a community of people who want to get out from the norms of the society. There our filmmakers capture their daily lives. Some like it, some don't. Eventually they realize that this place harbors a secret, and everything starts to get weird. Honestly, this movie was good, even though this movie left you with a lot more questions than answers. It was nice. It contained elements from your everyday secret cult in the wild and cosmic horror that towards the end starts to slowly move into your consciousness and then leave you in awe. What was striking to me in this movie was its rawness, and after reading about it, I understood why. If you search for this film in the IMDb and look at the actors, first weird thing you see is that there are no characters. Every single actor in this film acts as themselves. Then, after some user-written trivia, it gets even more weird. Of course, I cannot confirm any of this, but the things you find in there are interesting. For starters, in the movie they drink this hallucinogenic tea, and one comment claims that it is the real deal. There really are tripping balls in that movie. Other one is that this whole movie was in real time setting, and the whole camp was a functioning compound for 2 weeks. What I can muster out of this may be inaccurate, but if I understand correctly, people who filmed this movie went there blindly. They really did receive one letter which told them where to go, and so they did. Filmed there 2 weeks in a real-time happening situation, where they lived together in this commune. They didn't know exactly what was going to happen, so their reactions were real. No acting. Also in the trivia section they say that this movie took 3 years to edit, which is no surprise if they filmed whole 2 weeks. But this all might be just a story, like in the Blair Witch Project, which did so good because they told people that it's all real and not acting at all. But at the same time I reserved the option to use my human brains to think, what if? I'll recommend to give this movie a watch, even with all the questions it leaves. It is a good mystery and an experience, in some cosmic horror that occurs towards the end. And that said, I'll spoil the end of the movie now. So if you are interested in this flick, go and watch it now, I'll wait you right here. As our group, which I really haven't addressed by their names because it's really hard to do when all the actors act as themselves and not any characters. I cannot remember those guys' names at all. But that aside, they discover that some campers are a bit ill. They have nausea, they might faint suddenly or have headaches. Soon they are taken to the mysterious cave where this loud ringing will start. They saw a fossilized skull of a T-Rex that emits this loud hum and ringing, which supposedly is making people sick. Suddenly all hell breaks loose as the people who felt unwell were all really under the weather now. They vomited, fainted, got fever and stuff. It so happens that this camp holds multiple people who have gathered around because they all have been having the same dream. In this dream they walk alongside some morphing creature that is sometimes a bear, sometimes not, that eventually dies and turns into a skull of an T-Rex. These people then suddenly get naked and the camera that is filming at the camp films them walking into the cave, disappearing while a weird flash of light is seen coming from the cave and the people just poof. Previously only one woman disappears into the cave and that leaves the fossil's tooth glowing weirdly, and now they're all gone. Film ends, credits scrolls, and I'm flabbergasted that what just happened. The whole time this movie hinted that it's a cult that suddenly will start worshipping some demon and sacrifice our film group, but no. It really turned around and surprised me. They even had this red herring at one point where they listened some Stephen Hawking-like recording that spew out some stuff that sounded religious, but it had nothing to do with nothing. In some point with the trip juice drinking and nudity it gives some hippie vibes. And in the other hand it is just camping. It was a big question mark to me what it truly tried to tell. So ends this movie, full of mystery and weirdness. A lot of questions without an answers, but that's okay, we don't always need straight answers and sometimes there is no such thing. Even with a bit of drag and blue balls this movie leaves you, I kinda liked it. Yeah, that's about it. This was my review about The Triangle. A mysterious group of people indeed, but a nice movie with a lot of sand in a place that gives you a real wilderness vibes. This was Common Car Reviews, and I am your lovely host Pepse, and I'll see you in the next review. Goodbye!